Like, if I call you my brother, you know what it is. And breaking the code, I could be calm, cool, collective. If we start wildin', I'm changing the mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harding Way. It's your boy DJ Harding, and today we're going to get into some more winners and losers. This is going to be week 3 edition. And as I always say each video, this is less about actual winners and losers and more about moral winners and losers. Now, obviously, fun part about today's list is most of the losers lost and the winners won. But here's the thing. We're going to pick some certain players. And we're going to start with who just might be the bust of the century, I feel like. Honestly, biggest bust since Jamarcus Russell. Give me Caleb Williams. At this point, it is really just concerning. I mean, it might just be the organization, not to crap on the Bears, but like, I don't know, because like Justin Fields is now 3-0. I've gave Justin Fields the win, but now it's like, when do we start pointing the finger at him? Now I get it, it's a little early, but main reason why I think he's on this list as the biggest loser, and we'll kind of transition and stay in between, is because one of the biggest winners was Jaden Daniels. I mean, the performance he had is like remarkable. At this point, it's really starting to look like a Greg Oden to Kevin Durant, or like Zion to Ja. Like the second pick was way better. Perfect example in NFL terms: Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud just last year. And like at this point, for Jaden Daniels, you know, you're winning. But for Caleb, like after being pitted as such a generational talent is the other part too. Because like at least with some of the other quarterbacks, there's not like a consensus like you have to take him. Like, you know. Whereas like Caleb was the consensus #1 pick last year. Like he pretty much played the entire college football season knowing he was going to be the first pick. And now like to start a career like so rough. But hey, if anything, we'll transition now fully. Hats off to Jaden Daniels. I mean, having a 90-something completion percentage is bananas. He's leading all rookies in rushing yards as a quarterback. Like, he's really balling out. I mean, Monday Night Football, like, that was the big time, prime time, and he outdueled Joe Burrow. Like, credit has to be given to the kid. I mean, to me, he's genuinely the obvious frontrunner for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, he even won NFC Offensive Player of the Week as a rookie. 3rd game ever, and you're winning Player of the Week? Like, credit to him. And we'll transition to someone else who played on Monday night, another winner, Josh Allen. Because I know I definitely said I ain't trust Josh Allen, but he's trying to shut me up. So credit to him, because that performance was wild. I mean, it was the Jaguars. So we'll see this Sunday, which, you know, when I have my picks coming out later today, we'll talk about if I think they're going to win or not. But we'll keep it short and sweet on Josh Allen. Way to get on the board and get a win and prove everybody that, like, you don't need Stephon Diggs. But to his Sunday night opponent for next week, Derrick Henry. I might even be quiet about it. I'm an obvious Derrick Henry supporter. You know, the poster gives it away. But it was really good to see him like finally succeed behind that Ravens offensive line and get it going. Yeah, he scored touchdowns and had some yards, but like to have a very like big performance and really prove like the reason he came to Baltimore and the Ravens signed him, and that like a lot of goods coming out of this signing, it was really way to get on the big board for Derrick. So just very, you know, very simple, keep it quick. Like, hats off to the king. Way to get on the big board. Hopefully he can keep the train rolling and they found their groove in Baltimore. But to maybe the biggest loser in all this, the man they played on Sunday, Jerry Jones. I mean, do you have a person you didn't even reach out to knowing you needed a running back and then having him stomp all over you for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns? That's just an ugly look. And then getting caught saying the funniest quote ever, like, we couldn't afford him. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, this is not a good look for the Cowboys, the way the season has panned out. Losing 2 straight games at home, 3 straight if you're counting last season. Like, it's just a very ugly look for Dallas. And knowing that man, general manager and owner, and pretty much like, you know, as they call it, Jerry World for a reason, he is maybe the biggest loser this week. But the only thing he could do worse is if he'd have blown the lead and not came back from one. So Kyle Shanahan, I'm looking at you, dog. What in God's name? How, you know, like in the battle of injuries, like how do you? It got worse. Like Jawan Jennings had the game of a lifetime, and you still lost. I just, what are we doing? So you, Sir Kyle Shanahan, are definitely a big loser of the week. But yeah, that's about wraps it up. I know this one was a bit of a short one, but most of the same people that have been winners and losers in the past couple episodes, like we didn't have to joke on Will Levis once again. I've credited Malik Willis 2 weeks in a row. Same thing with like a Justin Fields. So I figured I'd try to get some new faces in here. Kept it a little short and sweet, but if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and hit those, bells and wings and things down below. I appreciate you coming through. Ain't no way like the Harding way. Peace out.